What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back with another figure preview. Let's check out the brand new Darth Vader from Hot Toys. That's right. That's right, guys. We are back, another video, and I am actually I'm freaking hyped for this one. I gotta be honest with you. You know, I like my Star Wars because got a lot of them, and I like my Vaders. And now in previous times, the Rogue One Vader was hailed as the greatest Vader from Hot Toys to date. Like, it was bar none. That, like, it wasn't even a debate. It was like that was the one to get. And then Hot Toys comes out with this one from Kenobi, which I got to be honest with you, the Kenobi show had its ups and downs, maybe more downs than ups, and whatever. You know, say what you want to say about the show. But Hot Toys broke out a freaking badass Vader. I got to be honest with you. So I've got the promo photos here, the Hot Toys, the blogger photos that are highly edited in Photoshop and all that kind of stuff. And I also have photos from Secret Base from our friends over at Pop Collectibles. So if you want to pre-order this guy, they tell me that a lot of people are pre-ordering this Vader, and some people are getting two. Talk about why in a little bit, but there's a link for them in the description below with the discount code if you want to pick that up. But let's get into the photos. This Vader is flipping gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Now, to be fair, in the past, except for the quarter scale Vader, the 6 scale Vaders haven't been the most posable things. They have their limitations, which is fine. It's not like the Rebels Vader who's out there doing flips and whatever. It's gonna. Well, anyways, I sidetracked. This particular Vader has an LED lightsaber USB function, and I'm pretty excited to see how that's actually going to look. Obviously, these are Photoshop photos. It even says lighting effect has been enhanced, so that we don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be less than stellar in person. I'm being optimistic. Less than stellar in person, but there will be no batteries, and there's no stupid switch out elbow thing, forearm, that you got to do to have the light up function on the saber. So I think that alone is worth the cost of admission for this one. But let's go ahead and get into this. The standard version of this, there's two versions, the regular and the deluxe. The regular version comes with this half chopped up head, okay? And the battle damage, chest plate. So the control panel, the battle damage that. If you want the deluxe, you can actually get the clean helmet, the unbroken helmet, and the replacement chest piece. So that's the thing. So people are getting two for having the switch out options, which I think is not a bad idea. This head sculpt is next level. When we see close-ups in a little bit, it's insane. It's fantastic. And movable eye system as well. So that's kind of a neat feature we haven't seen. Obviously, we haven't seen it with a Vader because we don't have an unmasked Vader, except for the quarter scale version, which is quite fantastic. Can you make a quarter scale version of this? That'd be pretty sick too. All right, disregard that, Hot Toys. Disregard that. We got other figures we need. The paint applications look great. One of the things I was noting with when I was looking at this was the amount of gap between the actual skull of Anakin and like his helmet, like how much space he had in there. And this really, it kind of exaggerates that a little bit and gives us an idea of what's going on in this helmet. And I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a pretty cool deal. I mean, anywhere you go, this thing looks, and he doesn't even have to be doing anything. He just looks badass. It's like standing there looks amazing. I mean, come on. Come on. Now, I know there's some Photoshop trickery going on here, and we've got red lights and blue lights and highlights and rim lighting and the whole thing, softbox on the dome and the whole thing. It's a good pose. It's a good pose. I like it. Here we have him fighting Obi-Wan from the Kenobi show, and I think that's just fine. I mean, we'll see if I actually have him posed up that way. If I had to guess, I'd say probably not. Probably not. I'll probably have him in one of these more like badass poses. And then here we got the Grand Inquisitor in the background. Could we get that one? I think so. I think we'll get a Grand Inquisitor. I'm actually pretty stoked to see that back there. I'd much rather have the Grand Inquisitor than Reva. You guys all know my thoughts on Reva. I thought it was a terrible character, terrible writing, bad acting all the way around for that character, and a useless story arc in general. But you know, in the comment section, you can let me know how wrong I am, but that's my thoughts. But the Vader looks pretty sweet. I won't be posing mine like this because I already have the ESB 40th anniversary Vader, I have the quarter scale Vader, and I don't need them to. I want badass poses. That's what I want. So the deluxe version comes with only the damaged chest panel, all right? If you want the light up one, the regular version comes with the damaged one. If you want the light up version, clean version, you got to get the deluxe. So it's interesting that Hot Toys did that because a lot of people who already own Vaders might only want the damaged one and they don't want to spend the money on the deluxe. So I think that's a pretty smart move on their part. Usually they do it the other way around. It's like, oh, we know you have the Vader, but if you want these parts, you got to spend an extra $50. That's usually how they do it. This time they flip the script, which I think is pretty stinking cool. So there we go. Are you guys getting the regular or the deluxe? Let me know. I know multiple people have already told me I'm getting two. I understand. I'm with you. But this head sculpt is next level cool. We'll kind of zoom in here, but I have some photos of it actually at Secret Base here in just a second. The movable eye system, he's only got one eye. So that's a thing, which is fine. So I just think they just did it really cool. The paint applications are insane with this thing. Dual wielding, when you picked up Reva's hilt. That's pretty cool. And this is it. This is all you need. I think this is a badass pose. I like it very much. And there we go. The Diorama Base, that's one, we'll get to that at the end. Here's some photos of it actually at Secret Base. And I wanted to kind of take some note of this. This is very, very harsh lighting that they have at Secret Base. This is not, I mean, you can see this harsh shadow going on here. And clearly different lighting techniques are going on versus what we saw in the Photoshopped photos. So depending on how your particular lighting setup is on your display, it may look like this. I don't know. Not a big fan of hard light for the most part on displays, but this is what it's going to look like. So we got the lens here. We've got the cutout portion for the eye. We got some like battle damage where the sabers melted like the helmet down, and it's actually done that pretty cool swipe thing. So they've got some damage going on there. And then here's the damaged chest plate, which I would imagine is Velcro or magnetic. If I had to guess, probably Velcro because we've seen Velcro with other pieces on Vaders in the past. Pretty cool piece all around. Another view at it from this angle, and then we've got, if you want the deluxe and you want the clean helmet, you got to get this one. But the deluxe actually comes with two bases. Finally, we're going to get the Diorama base, and we're going to get like the regular base. I think that's pretty stinking cool. All right, because usually they don't do that. You get one or the other. Grand Inquisitor hologram. You get a bunch of hands. The Vader hands are pretty much Vader hands. There's really nothing to write home about that. I would definitely like to see a Grand Inquisitor. Definitely want to see that. I mean, this is just cool. All around cool. I mean, look at, yeah. I'm pretty stoked, you know. But here we go. Here's everything you get if you get the deluxe. Obviously, the ones in red are for the deluxe, and you don't get those if you get the regular version. So choose wisely, as the knight from Indiana Jones says. So if you want the clean helmet, the undamaged one, you got to get the deluxe. If you want the light up undamaged chest box, you got to get the deluxe. And if you want the light up figure base, you got to get the deluxe. If you don't want any of that, you still get a diorama Rocky style base that we've seen with other figures, which is fine. You get dual hilts. You get the Inquisitor, or you get Reva's hilts. You get Vader's hilts. You get a USB powered LED light up hilt, which I think is stupid cool. Big fan of that. Rolling eye function. I mean, this is straight up should be a DX figure in my opinion. Oh, it is a it's a freaking DX figure. I just noticed that. I literally just noticed that it's a freaking DX figure here at the bottom. Wow. I didn't know. I didn't look at what the MMS number was. Wow. Good job. All right. Well, there's that. It's a DX figure, which is, I mean, the movable eye function kind of gave it away. So the packaging, the reason I was saying this is because the packaging on a DX figure is going to be next level cool versus that plastic clamshell crap we usually get. DX figures get a nicer treatment. I feel like this one deserves a nicer treatment, and I probably should have noticed that earlier, but I didn't. So that's how that goes, right? This is stupid cool, but I want to know from you guys, which one are you getting? Are you happy with your ESB 40th anniversary Vader, the Rogue One Vader. Is this the greatest 6-scale Vader Hot Toys has released to date? That's what I want to know in the comment section. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. We got figure previews coming up. The Iron Man Mark III 2.0, the Mighty Thor, the Jane Foster Thor, the Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, all the things. But obviously I had to kick it off with Vader first. So do that. It's just, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, click what you like. See you next time.